Hey, I'm Sara Snow. I could do this. I was born at home. My older brother and I were both born at home, which I think was really important to them, that it be in this very comfortable and not sterile environment. They instead relied on simple, natural approaches to health and wellness and well-being and wholeness as a family. In Michigan, when I was young, growing up, we had big, huge gardens. We had 2 big vegetable gardens. We would pride ourselves on having dinners where the majority of it had come from our gardens. My dad's been involved in the natural foods industry for nearly 40 years, introducing America to soy milk and helping to establish standards for organic foods along the way. From wind to solar, water, even biofuels. If you need to burn fossil fuels, there is a way to give back what you take out. And there's some other things that you can do at home to save electricity. Choose the warm-cold cycle on your washer as opposed to the warm-warm or the hot-hot, and you'll save a lot of energy there. $5 to $10 is all it takes to offset your average flight-related pollution by investing in clean-burning energies and forestry projects. Now that goes for your business travel as well as pleasure. Americans generate almost 13 million tons of glass waste every single year. By recycling glass, like this bottle, and turning it into usable materials instead of creating new glass, we can reduce air pollution by 20% and related water pollution by as much as 50%. When you're living the eco-fabulous life, you have to indulge. And what better way to indulge than with some decadent dark chocolate? Most people have heard of the raw food diet. The raw food diet basically means you're eating foods in their raw state, uncooked. Freezing is acceptable. Cooking, traditional cooking methods are not. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You ready to make your first rice ball?
Absolutely, let's do it. And you have something in the rice.
Yeah, I actually have some kelp in there, and I love kelp as a way to sort of add seasoning to your food and a little bit of salt without being a lot of sodium. So this is called the 100-mile diet because everything came from within 100 miles of my home. I encourage you to try it. I mean, even if it's one day out of the week, Mondays, make Monday your 100-mile diet day and just give it a try. If you are going to do gifts for your guests, maybe give a donation in their honor, but if you are going to send them home with something, here's what we chose to do with John and Ayana. They've thought of everything. In this bathroom alone, there's a motion-detected fan that draws moisture out of the air, cutting down on mold growth in the wood. They used partially recycled porcelain tiles on the floor, reclaimed plastic in the shower doors, and for the toilet, take a look at this. 1 for 1, 2 for 2. 1 for 1, 2 for 2. How many people does it take to screw in an energy-efficient light bulb? Just one. You. If everyone ate a diet of just 10% organic food, that would save pesticides from contaminating 98 million glasses of fresh water. Reduce, unplug what you're not using. Electronics draw power even when they're not in use. Try just one of these tips today, and we'll all be well.
What should people do if they're looking for stones that are conflict-free? How do they find them? You mentioned one company, but if they're sort of searching on their own and they're looking for something specific, how do you know?
Yeah, there are a couple boutiques around the country that are now selling them. Most of the big chains are not selling them. It doesn't mean that everything that they are selling are blood diamonds. For sure they're not all blood diamonds, but you just don't know. So the best thing to do is to search around online. Something as simple as a cell phone charger, when it's been plugged into the wall, you feel it at the end of the day when you go to plug your phone into it, and it's hot, right? So that is creating heat, and that heat is entering the house. So different things like your appliances, when possible, unplug your appliances because that's going to keep them from drawing energy. Light bulbs, incandescent light bulbs actually use way more energy than the compact fluorescent bulbs, right? But incandescent light bulbs, those are the standard bulbs that we've been using for years and years, 90% of the energy they use is released as heat. By using recycled products, so by making paper out of recycled paper or making aluminum out of recycled aluminum, it means we don't need those raw natural resources.